eyes to combat the rainy day blues, but I love rainy days, you know, it's comforting, that kind of thing. But to combat the rainy day blues, let's get ready. Let's just do it. We're gonna prime. Oh, my eyes feel like out of focus. Anyways, I'm gonna use the Makeup Revolution London Mattify Matte Fix Primer. It's like a silicone primer. I quite like it. That would have been very satisfying if you had seen it go into my hands. I have like black mascara under my eyes that I apparently never washed off. That's not very dope. Then I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer and just go in the areas that are my worst, which is mostly my T-zone. I do have combination skin, but for all intents and purposes, it's oily. Like, for being honest. So when the weather's like this, all I want to do is curl up on the couch, drink tea, and watch Twilight. Like, I feel like making my life like those cozy fall TikToks. That's what I want this day to be like. I'm gonna put a sweater on, like a wool sweater, I think. Or maybe a turtleneck. You know. Anyways, foundation. We are going to mix my little fave combo, the Too Faced Born This Way matte. Has to be matte. Well, unless you don't need a matte foundation. Too Faced Born This Way matte foundation and the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. Little mixy boo. One and a little, I don't know why it's that little extra drop. For me. And that's way too much, but I don't really know what to say. It's just not a get ready with me, Regan, ASMR, if I don't use too much foundation. Although this is actually looking light-ish, maybe. I don't know. I don't really care. We'll work it out. So, beauty blender. So, blend, 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 blend. I'm going through an identity crisis. I feel like I've been going through an identity crisis for like a year now. And I think I've got it figured out, and then I'll be like, no, we're still having crisis. So, I don't know what I want to do with my makeup today. Logistically, I think that I should do like a really intricate look, but inside I just want to do a base with mascara it's definitely softer. It's not quite as firm, but that's not like a bad thing. So I guess that we will not be covering up my little fighty scar that I have from that huge fight that I got in. Milk should really hire me for their branding because I was like, why do they not have a product called Milk and Cookies? Does anyone know? Because that would just I would buy it just because of the name. Anyways, I'm gonna set my face that's with the Milk Blur and Set powder that's no longer available. Rest in peace. That's mixed with elf loose powder, so let's do that. I just thought of something funny. I woke up in a good mood today, which is weird, but I honestly think it's the weather. Anyways, I want to name this video "Get Ready With Me in a Silly Goofy Mood." Just because of all those TikToks with like you as in a silly goofy mood. And it would just make me laugh. Maybe it'll be like clickbaity. Some of my videos have been sort of clickbaity recently, and it sort of makes me feel like a sellout because I'm like, oh, like people don't understand that I genuinely am doing it ironically. Like I think it's funny. Like you should see, be in the room when I come up with this idea, and I'm literally like laughing at myself. I'm like, oh, that would be really funny if I did that, and then I do it, and then I'm like laughing about it the whole time, and I'm like, oh my, and then it works, and that like makes me laugh even more because it worked, but I wasn't even being like genuinely serious. It's good times for me. It gives me my own slight bit of natural serotonin. The rest is all store-bought. I have pumpkin spice coffee creamer in here today, and the International Delight one is actually good. I'm normally not a fan of pumpkin spice because I like pumpkin pie because of the mixture of the pumpkin and the spices. Anyways, this one's quite good. It has a little bit of a pumpkin taste to it though, so I think that's like the deal, you know? Oh god. Okay, up next, Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Blurring Powder Foundation. Look at how much I've used. I need to get another one. Let's see, let's cover up the scar. It's not a scar, it's a giant scab on my chin. Okay, that's better. When in doubt, if you're struggling to get your liquids to cover up your scabs or whatever, I like to let it continue to, this sounds disgusting, but like let it continue kind of seeping the fluid it's going to seep, and then put powder foundation over it. it's 7. I have to get up and do my morning stretches and do my little morning routine so that the day can be off to a start and I can just get it over with. And then I was like vibing and I sat down to film, and now I'm in a silly goofy mood. So don't ask me. The universe does miraculous things. But I'm thinking it's because I was drinking my coffee a little bit and staring out my kitchen window, and the rain was just so beautiful, and the puddles were like, the rain was falling in the puddles, and it was just so we're gonna blame the rain. Someone spilled coffee down my mug. It wasn't me, so. There's only one other culprit. Can you guess who it was? Okay, let's do a little bit of contouring. I know I don't need it, but it's always a good idea. You never know when there's gonna be flash photography. I lost my nail clippers. Like, I don't know where I put them, and my fingernails are getting obnoxiously long for me. They're not like that long, but for me, I just feel like, whose hand am I looking at? I don't know why I thought to share that, but that's just what's been going on with me today. I was looking for them after I took a shower, and I couldn't find them, and I was like, wow, I don't have time to scour the house, so it's chilly out, it's rainy, so it's a multiple hot drink day, so I'm only able to have a quick another cup of coffee after this. Y'all know the drill. ABH contour kids. And we gotta carve out that nose and under the eye, because if anyone wants to know, without even asking, I've been sleeping at night. Just kidding, I've actually been sleeping fine. If you're my doctor or my therapist, I'm doing good. I'm good, no worries. Don't worry about me. It was a joke. Up next is the Becca Cosmetics Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed in Moonstone. I've been really enjoying this lately. Mine's been used and abused. I picked it up the other day to use it, and I kind of haven't put it down since. So I have made the executive decision myself to use up a lot of my makeup before I buy any more. So that means I am on a no-buy for highlighters, bronzers, blush, eyeshadow, a lipstick, until I use up some of mine and get rid of it. Because I have so much, and if I continue to buy more, I'm not going to use it, and it makes me feel bad because I have so much and I'm not even going through it. And so my little environmentalist heart has told myself I can't buy that kind of stuff until I get rid of some. I just really need to thin the collection, and I do apologize if that's something that you like about me, is I kind of have a lot of products. I don't even have a lot of products compared to like a lot of people, but for me, I feel like I just have way too many, just way too much. I'm obviously still gonna buy, like I need foundations and stuff like that, like mascara, that kind of thing. I'm still going to be purchasing makeup, just not the makeup that I have an abundance of currently. Anyways, so right now we're using a Becca Moonstone. Before I get sad and one day find it and be like, this relic. So yeah, that's just kind of where I'm at. So far we have used up almost nothing. But yeah, I just feel like I want to just thin down my collection and use some of it up before it goes bad, you know, because that would just be sad. For blush, I don't know if I've used this blush on my channel before. I used to be obsessed with this blush. It's a Sephora blush. It's actually a shimmering blush, which is absolutely crazy that I bought one. It's in this shade Fascinated number 29. And I bought it because it's so pretty. It's got little gold shimmer in it, but I would say that it's like one of those matte shadows that just, you can be like, it's maybe a little shimmery, but it's not shimmery when you put it on. Anyway, it's stunning. I used to be obsessed make this ugly face to apply it, and then you kind of just pat it on. I look like one of those fake dolls, but no worries. I don't know why I keep talking in an accent. It's kind of because I'm in a silly goofy mood. Anyways, this blush is super pretty. I really like Sephora's products. Like the Sephora Collection products are usually really nice. And the packaging is, because it's so small, and I'm not finished applying blush, but now I'm talking about the blush. You can, I can't get it apart, but basically you can snap off the bottom and take the blush out and put it in like a Z palette or whatever, so it's super easy for that. I always just feel like blushes have clunky packaging and like excess packaging, and this is, I love the packaging. And the blush is really nice. It's pretty affordable. Like drugstore blushes, I'd say it's a bit more than that, but the quality is like the teeniest bit better, I suppose. Anyways, yeah, so I really love this blush, and I forgot that it existed until the other day, and I put it on, and I've been wearing it every day since. To comb out the eyebrows. I already finished my coffee and I'm so upset. Like, this is definitely gonna be a 2-cup kind of day. Why is that funny? I'm just having to laugh because my last video was like, I'm literally mentally ill. I wanted to, and now I'm just sitting here giggling like you guys aren't even gonna believe me. But I figured, you know what, let's not be so serious this time around. Eyebrows. I have a hangnail on my pinky and it's been bothering me this whole time. I need some hand lotion. feels better. I'm just gonna take off my concealer lips and put on a plumping lip gloss so it can plump. I'm such a fragile human being, honestly, okay? Sorry. Okay, next we're gonna hit it with some Benefit Give Me Brow in the shade 3. I already have an eyebrow, but let's see if Benefit will give me one. Those are really loud to swallow. I don't know what the fuck to tell you about that. I'm just lining my eye a little to cover, like, get rid of the whiteness from the foundation and powder, and then getting a little bit of the eyeliner on my bottom lashes. Then I'm gonna go in with mascara. Mascara. This is the L'Oreal Telescopic. I didn't love this mascara until it's nearly finished. At first it's like a lot. It's really watery. It kind of clumps together because there's just so much happening. But once it's nearly empty and it's starting to dry out, magnificent. So I'm just gonna pop some mascara on the top lashes. It's a very natural look. It doesn't clump because there's really not much happening. It's delightful. It's really good if your lashes just look kind of bad. With most mascaras, you know, they are awkward and stuff. I really recommend like getting all the mascara off and just having a little bit on the brush. It might not work for everyone, but there's no harm in trying. If you have an issue I've seen pictures and it looks maybe too gray, so if you've used it or whatever, let me know your personal thoughts. I would love to know so I can